Man City vs Liverpool referee confirmed as Arne Slot touchline ban decision explained. The Premier League has confirmed that Anthony Taylor will officiate the upcoming match between Manchester City and Liverpool, while Arne Slot is awaiting a decision regarding his touchline ban and continues to push for progress in the title race. Taylor, who hails from Wythenshawe, Greater Manchester, will oversee the highly anticipated clash this Sunday. Arne Slot's team is set to face Pep Guardiola's side, with a victory potentially putting them 13 points ahead of Arsenal if other results go in their favour. Liverpool is preparing for a busy week, starting with a trip to Aston Villa on Wednesday. This match was rescheduled due to their participation in the Carabao Cup final on March 16th. Meanwhile, Manchester City has less preparation time as they are involved in a Champions League playoff in Madrid. A win at Villa would extend Liverpool's lead to 10 points over second-placed Arsenal, who will play West Ham United over the weekend. However, Liverpool hasn't won at the Etihad since 2018. Despite Manchester City's less dominant form this season, this remains the most anticipated match of the weekend, so PGMOL has assigned their most experienced referee, Anthony Taylor, to manage it. The 46-year-old Taylor, who will officiate his 394th top-flight match, has overseen several Liverpool matches this season, including their 3-0 win over Manchester United at Old Trafford last September and a 2-2 draw at Arsenal in October. He has also officiated 5 previous encounters between the two teams, with the most recent being a 1-0 Liverpool victory at Anfield in October 2-2. Taylor will be assisted by Gary Beswick and Lee Betts, with Andy Madley as the 4th official and Stuart Atwell managing VAR, assisted by Adam Nunn. Arne Slot faces a looming FA charge after his behaviour towards referee Michael Oliver during last week's Merseyside derby. Slot has until Wednesday to respond, meaning he could still be on the touchline for both matches this week while the process continues. Having already served a 1-match suspension earlier this season for accumulating 3 yellow cards, there is a possibility he could miss more games in the crucial title race. Liverpool travels to Villa Park with the opportunity to extend their lead to 10 points, putting pressure on Arsenal in the race for the Premier League title. With Manchester City also waiting for them this weekend, the next few days could be pivotal for Liverpool's campaign. Given the stakes, Slot will likely choose his strongest possible lineup, despite the absence of Cody Gakpo, who is ruled out for the match but may return to training later in the week. The back four remains unchanged, with Kostas Tsimikas possibly replacing Andy Robertson at left back. Alisson Becker will continue in goal, while Curtis Jones, fresh from suspension, may add depth to the midfield, where Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis Mac Allister, and Dominic Szoboszlai are likely to start. In attack, Diogo Jota could be rested after starting recently, with Darwin Núñez getting the nod up front. With Slot's deadline to respond to the FA charge approaching, it is likely he will be on the touchline for Wednesday's game against Villa. Despite the charge hanging over him, it appears Slot will lead his team from the dugout as they aim to move closer to the Premier League title. Liverpool news and transfers at the LFC. Alexander Isak deal, red green light. Aston Villa team news. Liverpool news and transfers live ahead of the Premier League clash with Aston Villa. As a sensational deal for Alexander Isak is touted, and Givairo Reid is linked with a move. Liverpool will be aiming to take another huge step toward the Premier League title later. The Reds, though, won't find things easy as they make their way to Aston Villa. Arne Slot's side has the chance to go 10 points clear of Arsenal in the race to be crowned champion, but it will have to overcome one of its toughest tests yet at Villa Park. Liverpool will have Curtis Jones back from suspension, but Cody Gakpo is set to miss out again with an ankle injury. Slot will be hoping for an improved performance today after Sunday's rather nervy win over Wolves. We'll bring you all the build-up ahead of today's game, as well as the latest transfer news and rumors as the Reds prepare for what could be a big summer. Reports are suggesting that a sensational swap deal could be in the works for Alexander Isak, while Slot may have been given the green light for a reunion with one of his former players. Former Liverpool winger Jermaine Pennant, who also represented Arsenal early in his career, says there is only one team who can stop Arne Slot from lifting the Premier League title this season: the Reds themselves. It is a big gap, he exclusively told Liverpool.com on behalf of new betting sites UK. Liverpool have got to lose games, but Arsenal have also got to win them. and Arsenal have stated Virgil van Dijk's future at Liverpool remains uncertain as the end of his contract approaches. The Dutch defender's deal is set to expire at the conclusion of this season, and despite rumors of a renewal, there has been no official update regarding his contract situation. Anfield Watch reports that Van Dijk will likely stay at the club, citing that his agent had ceased discussions with other clubs late last year in anticipation of signing a new deal with Liverpool. However, as time passes without concrete news, the possibility of Van Dijk leaving becomes increasingly likely. Even if Van Dijk does extend his stay at Liverpool, the club must address their central defensive options. Joe Gomez, whose own future is under scrutiny, could leave the club, and his recurring injury problems have resurfaced. Jarell Quansah, who had shown promise in previous matches, struggled throughout much of the season. Ibrahima Konate, another key player in the defense, enters the final year of his contract this summer, with Paris Saint-Germain reportedly expressing interest in the French defender. Liverpool faces an ongoing challenge to retain him, especially with such high-profile suitors. Given these uncertainties, it seems crucial for Liverpool to strengthen their defense. While they may not sign a new centre-back immediately, it is essential that they have options in mind in case things fall apart with their current defenders. A potential target for the Reds could be Dean Huijsen, a player who has impressed during his debut season at Bournemouth. Huijsen's impressive performances in the Premier League have raised his profile, and Liverpool are reportedly interested in the 19-year-old. Although Liverpool had been linked with Huijsen during his time at Juventus, the Reds did not pursue him, and Bournemouth secured the defender for a relatively low price. However, with Huijsen's release clause set at 55 million, it's likely that Liverpool will face competition if they decide to move for him this summer. Fans of the club have expressed overwhelming support for the potential signing, with a significant majority voting to prioritize Huijsen on Liverpool's list of centre-back targets. The consensus is clear. Huijsen would be a fantastic addition to Liverpool's defense, and the 55 price tag could prove to be a bargain considering his age and potential. Meanwhile, in Barcelona, one of the brightest young talents in world football, Lamine Yamal, has stated that he has no intention of leaving the Catalan club. The 17-year-old forward has already broken numerous records in his early career, eclipsing the feats of footballing legends like Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Having made over 100 professional appearances at such a young age, Yamal is widely regarded as one of the best players in the world, and he has already become an integral figure at Barcelona. His performance at Euro 2024 highlighted his importance to Spain's national team, and he is expected to be a cornerstone of Barcelona's future. Despite his immense value on the pitch, Barcelona's financial difficulties have made it impossible to completely rule out the possibility of a transfer. However, Joan Laporta, the president of the club, has made it clear that Barcelona has no interest in selling Yamal, recognizing that his long-term value will far outweigh any short-term financial gains. In fact, Barcelona reportedly rejected a $250 million offer from Paris Saint-Germain for the player in October. Yamal, whose current contract runs until the end of next season, has now spoken out about his future, making it clear that he has no intention of leaving Barcelona. "I don't hear about it," he told Mundo Deportivo, referring to the rumors of a move away from the club. "If someone in my camp hears anything, they wouldn't tell me. Firstly, because I have a contract, and secondly, because I think it's impossible for me to go to another club. I don't think anyone doubts how much I love this club. I've said it before, and everything will be resolved in the end. If both sides want something to happen, it will happen. When I turn 18 in July, the new season will start, and everything will be sorted. But right now, I'm focused on La Liga, the Champions League, and the Copa del Rey." Laporta's commitment to keeping Yamal was echoed by Barcelona's sporting director, Deco, who reiterated that the club would not entertain any offers for the young forward. Yamal's representatives are currently in talks with the club over a potential new contract that would tie him to Barcelona for even longer, ensuring that his future remains in Catalonia. As Yamal continues to develop into one of the best young talents in the world, it is clear that Barcelona is determined to secure his services for the long term, no matter what challenges the club may face in the coming months. In summary, both Liverpool and Barcelona face crucial decisions in the coming months regarding their star players. Liverpool's